Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's week 11 of the NFL, and the line movers are here for another week of NFL football predictions. We've got Nick Lee from the Iowa Wise Guys podcast. We've got Zach Scarborough from Houston, Texas. Also heard breaking down some NBA on ESPN Radio with Jimmy Ott in Baton Rouge. And I'm Tyler Liddick. You can find us all on Twitter as well. You can find our website, thelinemovers.net. You can go on there, check us out, find all of our podcasts, all sports that we're doing, taking care of. You can find more of our content other than just NFL work on there, some college basketball stuff, college football, golf, and NASCAR podcasts as well. So check us out. Interact with us on Twitter. We'd love to hear about your bets. We'd love to hear some takes from you guys, and we'd also love to give you guys some feedback as well. So if you want to follow us along on Twitter, _LM Network, you can follow us along on there as well. And don't be scared to reach out and interact with us. Also, we just started something called the Dog of the Day. So follow us on Twitter and send us pictures of your dog. We're gonna use them. We're gonna tweet them out, and we're gonna give out an underdog every single day on Twitter. I guess until we run out of dog pictures. So let's keep it going. Let's get into the NFL this week. We've got 4 actually really good games. I think one of them is going to be closer than the spread predicts, and that's the one we're going to start off with. Indianapolis Colts at the Buffalo Bills. The Colts are getting 7.5 points here, over under 50. Colts are playing well, running the ball well. Wentz looks to be getting healthier. Offensive line has always been good in Indianapolis the last couple of years. Nick, which way are you leaning here, and how do you feel about the Colts covering the 7.5 points here?
I like the Colts in this spot. I think this is going to be a close game. Last time these teams played, I believe Bills 27-24 in the playoffs last year. I think the Colts are a better team this year with Carson Wentz than they were last year with Phillip Rivers. I see this being a close game. I think Buffalo wins, but definitely taking the 7.5 at the Colts here.
Yeah, as well. I think the public's going to be, maybe buying Buffalo, on Buffalo because of what they've done, but their strength of schedule has not been. Played a lot of not so good teams and beat up on them pretty bad. They do have a good defense, an unbelievable offense, but I don't know. The Colts are a well coached, and they're kind of like the Titans, and they're a balanced team, and they're not afraid to hit you in the mouth and play physical. It's going to be what I've heard. It's not going to be great weather in Buffalo. It's definitely going to be cold. Jonathan Taylor's, I think, 7 games in a row with 100 yards from line of scrimmage. 4 of the last 5, he's rushed for over 100 yards. I think the biggest thing in this game is all going to depend on Carson Wentz. When he gets pressure, he makes some really boneheaded decisions. And I believe Buffalo will be able to get pressure whether they're blitzing or not on him. And it'll depend if Carson Wentz is, getting sacked, trying to throw the ball, turning the ball over. Buffalo could easily cover this game, but if he plays a good game and takes care of the football, this should be a really good close game down at the end.
Yeah, I think the Colts cover this one. I think this weather, the game plan is going to fall right into the Colts' hands and run the ball. Bills aren't going to be able to run the ball. They have been struggling to run the ball the past couple of years. No problems passing the ball, but running the ball is where it comes into question. So if weather comes into play, it could be a factor. Obviously, the Colts go up against Derrick Henry twice a year. They're usually the team that holds Derrick Henry closest to 100 yards each and every time. So you got Buckner up front, and then you got Leonard at middle linebacker. So they have a big chance of stopping anybody's running game, and the Bills can't get the running game going. I lean Colts plus 7.5, and I don't think you're going to see that half a point come Sunday. So if you want the half, I would grab it right away. Moving along, 4 p.m., Bengals visiting the Raiders. -1. Bengals first trip out to Las Vegas. Raiders 50 over under 50 points. Who do you all got here? Zach, you want to go first? Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, this is a really tough game. I mean, both of these teams have been so hit or miss. They look fantastic one week and terrible the next. The Bengals are coming off a bye, so I think they have the rest advantage. Had extra time to prepare. Las Vegas is probably a little pissed off about last week's game and just getting destroyed by the Chiefs at home on a Sunday night, giving up 500 yards of offense to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. This is a very tough game for me. I think it's a pretty sharp line. I think if Las Vegas can get, they should be able to get a good pass rush, which is Bengals offensive line has just not been very good. I lean the over in this game. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored one way or the other. So give me the over. I think it's 49.5 or something right now. Yeah, that's what I'll be on.
Yeah, this game's a toss-up to me. I don't think Vegas has a real strong home field advantage. A lot of traveling fans into Las Vegas for these games. The Cincinnati Bengals coming off a bye week, they got healthier as they were going into the bye week. They were dinged up, so their secondary is getting healthy. That defense that played so strong early in the year, I think, is going to play strong this weekend. I like the Bengals at -1.
Yeah, I agree with Zach. I think this could turn into a shootout. Two bad offensive lines, and a good way to neutralize a bad offensive line is to put a bunch of wide receivers on the field and throw the ball. So both teams are going to have to do that. And I'm just kind of worried about when the Raiders kind of fall off the cliff with all the things happening off the field. So it's going to happen sooner or later. With the cornerback. And then also, the Ruggs situation. So there's going to be a decline in play here somewhere. And we might have just seen it against the Chiefs. Obviously, huge loss there. So moving along, I'm on the Raiders over on that one. Cowboys versus Chiefs, another 4:00 game. This one will probably be your primetime game, 4:30. Cowboys at Chiefs. Cowboys getting 2.5 points, over under 56. We'll go to Zach first, since Zach is a Cowboys fan. Cowboys having a great year. Zach, how do you feel about this game?
I'm super excited about this game. A little scary. We got to travel to Kansas City. It's always a really tough place to play, especially with Kansas City coming alive last week on both sides of the ball. I do not trust that defense. I do not believe they're going to be able to stop the Cowboys offense, but is the Cowboys defense going to be able to stop what we saw Patrick Mahomes and that offense do last week in Las Vegas? On the over again here, I know it's moved up quite a bit. It's like 55.5, seen 56. I still think this might get to 80. This might be a 40-something to 40-something game, similar to that Bucks Cowboys game week 1. So I like the over here. I think both teams are going to score. Both defenses aren't very good, even though they played good last week, but I don't trust them.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to in this game, really, is what defense do you trust more? And I think at this point in time, you got to trust the Cowboys defense a little bit more than the Chiefs defense from what you've seen the past 10 weeks. And so I think the Cowboys are going to be able to score. I think the Chiefs are going to be able to score, but maybe Dallas gets those key stops late in the game. I like Dallas here +2.5. I'll probably even sprinkle a little bit on the Dallas money line. Also looking at Dallas in teasers, getting them up from 2.5 through the 3 and the 7, getting them up to 8.5. This is a big game for the Cowboys. This is a game the Cowboys need to establish themselves, playing a team that has been at the top of the podium for the last couple of years in the AFC. So this is a team where the Cowboys can really justify what a lot of the public thinks they are, which is a Super Bowl contender.
I agree. This is a Cowboys game for me. I don't think the Chiefs are what we believe the Chiefs are. We just talked about the cliff with the Raiders. Chiefs beat the Giants. Then they beat the Packers without Aaron Rodgers, and now they beat the Raiders, who we think might have just taken that dive that we see spiral out of control for the rest of the season. I think the Cowboys getting 2.5 is the spot here. I know it's in Arrowhead, tough place to play, but I think the Cowboys are the better team. I think they have more weapons on offense. I think the defense is better. The Giants held this game close, and the Giants can't really score points, and the Giants turn the ball over. Uh, Cowboys don't turn the ball over as frequently, and they can score a lot of points. They put a beat down on Atlanta to prove a point that they're not as bad as that Denver game. I think the Cowboys can take care of this game. And if you don't trust the 2.5, I guess you use it in a teaser like Nick suggested, right? So Sunday Night Football, you got your Steelers coming off a tie versus the Chargers in LA. Steelers are getting 5.5 points. Chargers, the over-under here is 47. Nick, you want to go first for us? Tell us who you like.
Yeah, I think it comes down to whether Ben Roethlisberger is going to play or not. And, judging by the steam, I think the line opened at 4.5 all the way up to 6, I believe. It appears that many people think he's not going to play. I haven't seen anything that says he's going to play. And if you watch that Steelers-Lions game last week, you can tell the offense of Pittsburgh already struggling with Ben Roethlisberger, struggles even more with Mason Rudolph. This is a game for me. If I'm playing, I got to play the Chargers if it's less than a touchdown, if Big Ben's not playing.
Yeah, this is a really tough game. There's a lot of injuries. I also read something earlier that Bosa and Tillery might be out or went on the COVID list today. Not sure if they're playing. We're not sure if Ben's playing, Chase Claypool. We don't know if TJ Watt's playing. Just too many unknowns in this situation. I know that the Steelers are 9-9, or 9 unders in a row playing AFC West teams. 6 of their last 9 games have gone under. If Ben's not playing, Claypool's not playing, definitely look to an under here at 47 and a half or something like that. But no play for me right now.
Yeah, I don't have too much of a feel for this game. Definitely, the Steelers without a quarterback are not going to be able to score points. It's proven Mason Rudolph. He's proven over the last, 4 years that he's not a capable NFL quarterback. Front office of the Steelers failing to draft a capable quarterback over the last 4 or 5 years is going to haunt them if they're not able to find one in free agency, even though there's going to be a bevy of good quarterbacks in free agency this year. I really do not think the Steelers can hang in this game, even with all the injuries on the Chargers defense. I think that there's still enough weapons on the Chargers offense to cover a touchdown here, especially if Ben Roethlisberger is not playing. They say 10 days. It's not my decision to say whether he is or is not vaccinated, but if he has to follow the 10-day protocol, he will not be playing. So that means, to my judgment, he's not playing. I say Chargers are going to cover this game. Is there any other picks you guys are looking at? Anything you guys have added in the maybe MVP race or like your props for the entire year now that we haven't talked about them for a couple weeks?
I don't have any other props that I've played recently, but I will say this weekend, I do like the New England Patriots -6.5. You can get them under a touchdown against the Falcons. I like the Patriots. I like where they're at right now with that defense, and Mac Jones is coming on strong. Patriots are a contender in the AFC. I like the Patriots less than a touchdown against the Falcons this weekend.
Yeah, I also haven't added any long-term or rest of the season plays. Looking at several games this week, kind of been on a little downhill slide after the tear weeks 4 through 8 or 9. So just trying to get back to the basics, get back, have a feel for these games. I'll be sending all my plays out through our website. Other than that, I don't have much right now.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody. Come back next week for Thanksgiving, week 12. And we'll give you some more picks. We'll have your holiday picks as well, and then a few weekend picks for you. Check us out on Twitter, interact with us. We'd love to hear your bets. We'd love to talk about betting strategies or any other tips or anything. College basketball is underway. We are on a fire right now. Baseball closed, college basketball started, one sport out, the next one's in. It's a great time of year, guys. Come sign up, check out the holiday packages, check out the merchandise, check out the Iowa Wise Guys podcast. And other than that, we'll see you next week for week 12 and Thanksgiving. Thanks, everyone.
Yep. Good luck, everyone.
This video was brought to you by River Donkeys Poker Club, but not in association with the Line Movers Network. Start playing today by downloading the app on Google Play or the Apple iTunes Store by searching for Poker, 4 R's with the number 2. Search for the group 5AZR7 to start playing poker today.